of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. Fielded right around the 8. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Dak going to start out going to the air. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out and set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A first down throw for Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And again, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and 8 coming up.
To throw his car. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Carr. This a screen to Abdullah. Touchdown Raiders. Amir Abdullah. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They start on the ground with Elliott. Runs over it. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Prescott yet again. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Prescott.
And that nearly intercepted, but it's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Washington, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Carr now to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Gallup now on the end around. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Second down and 5. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And complete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Sean McKeon, 34 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. After the sack on 1st down, Carr, he's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Carr going to throw. He goes underneath to Abdullah. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, +3.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Take it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Slant to Adams. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one, and another first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, Abdullah. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Raiders 34, Cowboys 20.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Dak.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here's Prescott.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
Neville Gallimore on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Carr going to look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever